Brandon Ingram, the Lakers' 21-year-old forward that seems to be on the rise, has been on a tear. Over his last 15 games, Brandon Ingram is averaging 20.8 points on 53.5% shooting from the field, 5.2 rebounds, and 3.7 assists. Though the Lakers have not had the year they expected to, with the addition of players such as LeBron James, aka the King, Rajon Rondo, and Lance Stevenson, sitting at 29 and 31, Ingram has made the most of his opportunities this year. It is also apparent that the Lakers would have welcomed Anthony Davis with open arms via trade and give up many players. A reported trade included Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, and multiple draft picks. The deadline had closed though and the trade had not happened. Why was that? And also, is Brandon Ingram aiding the trade for Anthony Davis or making the Lakers think twice about giving him up? Let's find out. What's up, y'all? If you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, be sure to take a second and hit that button. I appreciate it and it helps the channel grow, and it only takes a second. Now let's hop back into the video. As I said earlier, in the past 15 games, Ingram has averaged 20.8 points per game, and it is good to see that he is currently averaging 17.8 points per game this season. Though Lonzo Ball's injury was not good to see, I strongly believe that it helped Brandon's stats rise. He is a ball-dominant forward who absolutely flourishes in isolation. His 6'9" lanky frame allows him to shoot over defenders as well as blow by them, with his quickness that not a lot of forwards guarding him have, which makes him somewhat unguardable. If you press up on him, he'll get to the rack, often putting up an impressive type of floater shot, and even if you catch up to him, he'll hit a defender with a turn-away jump shot. If you leave him open, he can also make you pay. Though he is shooting only 32% from the three-point line this year, down from his 39% last year, he has the ability to heat up quickly. To add on to the rise of Brandon, he has upped his scoring averages every year, but people are quick to call a player a bust if they're not making an all-star team in 2 or 3 years.
But I want the camera looking at me when I say this. Brandon Ingram should be traded. Trade Brandon Ingram. Package him. I don't care if it's with Lonzo, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope,
as long as it's not,
both.
As long as it's not.
Or both.
Though he is mainly an isolation player and ball dominant, the kid is just 21 years old, and it's only his 3rd year in the league. Playing alongside LeBron, he has been getting better in his all-around game, especially in moving without the ball, which prolific players such as Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have shown is very important. He's also gotten noticeably better in the pick-and-roll game as a primary ball handler, reading when to deny a screen, use a screen, and noticing if his teammates should slip, and if so, making the correct pass. If Ingram is able to stay consistently on a tear throughout the remainder of the regular season, and also not get into any brawls, it can make the offseason for the Lakers very interesting. They will have a tough situation to deal with. Like we've seen in recent years, young players who are progressing into potential all-stars have made teams pay for trading them, such as Victor Oladipo, James Harden, and Kawhi Leonard. We could look at how these teams dearly regretted their decision, but that's for another video. Stay tuned. Anthony Davis is officially not under contract in 2020, though this year perhaps when he comes back on the trade market around the draft, something could happen. The Pelicans did not do the trade this year before the deadline because they felt as though they would be receiving pieces that had not yet proved themselves consistently and made up enough value for a player the caliber of Anthony Davis. So if Brandon Ingram is to finish the season on a strong note, making playoffs or not, the Pelicans may feel as if they missed out on an opportunity. The association now has somewhat reported beef within the organization's leaders, but I don't think it's as big a deal as reporters make it. The questions that arise would be, will the Lakers and Pelicans negotiate again? Should the Lakers keep their rising star Brandon Ingram, who is only 21 and getting better each season? If it were to come down to 2020 when Davis is free and they get a dismal deal for him, or when there seems to be no better trade offers, the Pelicans could be kicking themselves in the back. If I were to see promise from Ingram, I would not trade him away for Davis. Davis is one of the best, if not the best big in the NBA right now, averaging near 28 points and 13 rebounds, though he has shown a history that he is prone to injury. The Lakers would also give up more than Ingram still, and their young core looks promising for the up-and-coming years. Kuzma is only in his 2nd year, averaging 19.1 points per game, and Lonzo Ball was playing very well before his injury, besides his consistent bricks at the free throw line.
Let's see Zoe step up. Let's see him step up and make these two.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Only time can tell what will happen between the Lakers and Pelicans, if anything happens at all. What do you guys think of Brandon Ingram? Do you think he brings enough versatility to become a perennial all-star? Let me know down below. And as always, it's been your boy Calso Scope. Stay scoped, y'all. Peace.